You chose China. So, for China, we are being inspired by Fan Kuan, and he did Chinese landscapes. So, you can follow along with my landscape. You can add your own things to your own landscape, but I'm going to show you how to do um, some things that they did in the Chinese landscape when they were doing their own. Some things that you might need when you are doing yours is some markers, crayons, pencil, eraser, and then a Sharpie. Again, you don't need all of these. Just like last year with the spring distance learning, you can use whatever you would like to color in. You can use markers or crayons. You can use pens if you have colored pens. You can use highlighters. Anything you have that has color to add color to your picture is good with me. So I am going to draw it today with a Sharpie so that you can see my lines on the paper, but you are going to start with a pencil and an eraser. So when you start with those so that when you are drawing, if you make a mistake, you can erase. I am going to put away my markers and move my crayons out of the way because I need to flip my sketchbook around landscape way. So I have a finished version of this landscape off to the side because I have mine already colored and you guys are going to color yours how you want to do it. And then I also can use it as a reference. So we are going to start from the top and work our way down. And I found that was easiest when I did it myself. So we're going to start at the top and we're going to first do a wavy, curvy line along the top, but we're going to leave some space also. So these are going to be our mountains, and we're going to put a flat part in the middle that's kind of curved, but it's flat, and then keep going with your wavy lines, okay? Then we can add some trees. So something I learned from our artist that I sometimes show you guys her art videos is you start from the top of the tree and work your way down. Then you can make that base of the tree thicker. Then you can add different branches. And you can keep going with the branches however much you want, but at least you have a top of the tree already planned out. See, look at how awesome that tree is. I bet you guys are going to have some awesome trees too. So again, we're going to start at the top, go to the bottom, and then make that thicker. Then we're going to add some more branches that go up a little higher. We're going to even make the top of the tree go a little bit higher. And there we go. We got some trees. I want to add one little tree over here. And one thing about Fan Kuan's work is that he only uses one color. He uses black on the brown paper. So if you wanted to make it monochromatic like him and just use one color, you could do that as well. And you don't have to use black like him. You could use only blue and just use different shades of blue when you're coloring it, or do different things like that. But that's up to you. I didn't do that, but you could do that. So for our clouds, they have a different technique that some artists used, not all artists, but some of them. We are going to take a spiral line, close it off, and then just take more of those spiral lines and put them really tight together and make clouds out of those spiral lines. And you kind of just do them randomly and then maybe have it be a little heavier on one side and then have it get a little lighter on the other side. I'm gonna add one more over here, maybe a little bit smaller of a cloud. Okay, now that we have that, we are going to take this line that we added right here, and we're going to just add a curved line that comes down a little bit, because I want to save that space a little bit. I don't want to end up going over it. You guys are using pencil, so you don't have to worry about it as much. You could do these next lines and then do these lines if you would like to. But since I'm using a Sharpie, I wanted to save those lines. Make sure that I don't do anything with them. All right, so I'm gonna do another mountain line right here. And then I'm gonna do one that comes off of this mountain and goes up and then meets that line. And then imagine that this line carries underneath this piece right here, and then we're going to carry it on over here. And we can add some more little trees. What does Bob Ross say? Some happy little trees. All right. So we've got some trees, we've got two little mountain cliffs. Now what we're going to do is over here, we're going to do a little bit of a stream. So this right here, we're going to start a little bit away from this line right here. We're going to make a curved line. And then we're going to follow that curved line and make a curvy line like a river. Like a little river stream is falling down this way. Then we're going to wrap around and then follow that line that we just made and go down. Now this one is going to come over, and we're going to make another mountain line, and it's going to come to about here, I think. So some more bumps, and then it meets right there, and then pretend that it carries over our little line here, and then it goes up here. So now we have 3 layers of mountains. So now right here we have a little bit of a break in our waterfall. we're going to add some stones. So to make some rocks, you're just going to make some different size different shapes. That are kind of just on top of each other. And then after you do that, we are going to have the waterfall continue and go down a stream, and it's going to go down this way and down that way. So we have the waterfall, some rocks, a little stream, we have some mountains, and then we have our foreground, what's in the very front of us. So now what we need to do is add a bridge, or the start of a bridge. So we're going to add a curved line right there, and then another curved line right here, and then we're going to have our river continue, and we're going to have some lines that show that our river continues. It's still moving. And then over here, we're going to have our little post for where our bridge is going. So we have that side, that side, I made a mistake. I need one more. So this can be fixed for me because we're gonna have to add lines later, or we can do them right now. So we have to add lines that go on the bridge. There we go. And then we are going to have another little mountain piece come down this way. And then a little temple and a tree right here. So for the temple, we're going to have kind of a triangle that comes out at the ends right here, and then a little ball on top, and then a line that goes back on either side, and then this line follows that line. Then we're going to have some pillars, some posts that hold it up. So we've got one on that corner, one on this corner, and one on this corner. And then if you think about where that corner would be, we're going to have one on that corner as well. Now we're going to add the floor of our temple, and then add the stairs that are coming down. And just like when we do our drawings in class, if it goes off the paper a little bit, that's just fine. Right here, we're going to have some lines that follow that curve. And then we're going to have some little lines right there. So there's our temple. Then for our tree, it's going to be a little different than these ones because we want to be able to fill it in with some color. So what we're going to do is start from the top and work our way down. And then you can create some branches that come off by making V's. So I'm making V's that come off. And then when I get to this point, what I'm gonna do is just make it come back down and create a new piece that comes down and goes out. And these ones can even come out and create new pieces as well. And then if you want to add knots in your trees, you can do a spiral in areas to add knots. And then now you can color in the tree. So now that we have the whole landscape, you can color it in however you want to. I colored mine in like this. And how you use value to make things look closer and further away. So you use lighter colors at the front of the picture, and then you get darker as you get to the back of the picture, and it ends up looking like these are in the back and these are in the front. So have fun coloring your Chinese inspired Fan Kuan landscape, and I can't wait to see yours on Seesaw. Have a good day.